Hello everybody, Keith here. I'm back. Sorry about the delay. Well, we're just working on the office, just working on the house, but right now we're going to have game 3 in SABRETooth. We're going to have the Oakland Athletics at the Los Angeles Dodgers in game 5 of 5 of a 7-game series. The Los Angeles Dodgers are looking to close the series down. We're here in Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles, Dodger Stadium. They have a 3-1 lead. Meanwhile, the Oakland Athletics are going to try to win 3 in a row to come back from 3-1 down to win this series. After this game, the series goes to the Oakland Coliseum. So today's pitchers will be Don Drysdale versus Ken Holtzman. So the defense for the Los Angeles Dodgers is looking like this. Left field, we got Jim Gilliam. Make it a little bit difficult. Okay, it's hard to see. Left field, we got Jim Gilliam. Center field, Willie Davis. Right field, Ron Fairley. Third base, John Kennedy. Shortstop, Murray Wills. Second base, Jim LaFay. First base, Wes Parker. Behind the plate is Jeff Toberg, and Don Drysdale is the pitcher. Now, and here's the lineup for the Oakland Athletics. For leading off will be Bert Campaneris, the shortstop. Joe Rudi will be the center fielder. Sal Bando will be the third baseman. Reggie Jackson will hit cleanup at center field. Mike Epstein will be the first baseman. Dal Maxville will be the second baseman. Dave Duncan will be the catcher. Matty Alou will be the right fielder, and Kenny Holtzman will be the pitcher. So we're looking for a good game here. And first up will be Bert Campaneris. We'll be pitching to Don Drysdale. We'll be pitching to Bert Campaneris. Here's the windup and the pitch. And we've got 84. That will be a hit for Bert Campaneris. We've got that 2 there. Let's take a look, see what that is. 49. 49 is a platoon advantage. Is there a platoon advantage? No. There is a platoon advantage for Don Drysdale. So 1 or 2 and it will be coming out. It is not an out. So Sal Bando gets a hit. He hits the ball into center field. Bert Campaneris hits the ball into center field. Here's we go. And it's 19, and that will be a straight-up single for Bert Campaneris. Campaneris is on. So we got Bert Campaneris at first base, and Joe Rudi's coming up to the plate. Bert Campaneris stealing is 2 for 4. We have Jeff Toberg behind the plate, who's +5. So Campy needs up to an 81 to get the jump. He gets the jump. Up to 84, and he steals second base, and he gets off and he stole second base. Very good. You got a good jump, and you stole second base. So Joe Rudi's up. So Joe Rudi is going to be up. Joe Rudi's 3 for 13 in this series. He has 1 home run and 2 walks. Here's the lineup and the pitch to Rudi. 0-2 will be a walk, but Don Drysdale is -3 walks. So that will be a regular ground out. And Joe Rudi hit that ball to the shortstop. So that will be... Now, Bert Campaneris has a chance to go to third base. So let's take a look at the appropriate chart. Bert Campaneris is an 82 base. It was hit to the shortstop. Murray Wills is +5, so Bert Campaneris is an 85. Sacrifice the force out to try to get my third base. Now we have Sal Bando. Sal Bando in this series is 3 for 14, 1 home run and 1 walk. Wind up in the pitch. 59 for Sal Bando is a line out and hits that ball hard to the short, L6. That'll be 1 out. So 1 out, run on first and third, Reggie Jackson up. Reggie Jackson in this series is 2 for 13 with 2 walks. He doesn't have an extra base hit. Don Drysdale's pitching to Reggie Jackson. 55 will be a ground ball, which will advance the bases, which will advance the runners. So that ball is going to be hit to the third base. It's going to be out 5-3. The runners will advance. Alvin Captain Harris home. So we'll have a runner on second base with 2 outs now, and Mike Epstein at bat. Mike Epstein in this series is 3 for 4, and the windup and the pitch to Epstein. And we roll a 54. 54 is a line out to the first baseman. So Mike Epstein lined out to the first baseman, and the A's take a 1-0 lead. We're going to go to the bottom of the first inning here. So Ken Holtzman is going to try to repeat the magic he did in the first game. And we have Murray Wills is coming in, and here we have Ken Holtzman coming in. Holtzman won the second game for the only win of the Athletics series. All right, so we're going to take a look now at the weather today. We're in Los Angeles. We've had great weather except for one game. Okay, so let's take a look. Rolling for rain. 56, there's no rain. Rolling for wind. 20. 20 on the wind is a +10. So the wind is blowing out, ladies and gentlemen. The wind is blowing out by the maximum, +10. So we have a pitch. So we have a hitter's friendly day here. The wind's blowing out at +10. All right, leading off for the Dodgers will be Murray Wills. Kenny Holtzman will pitch to Murray Wills. Murray Wills in this series. I don't have his numbers here, unfortunately. All right, windup and the pitch. 77, and that will be a hit for Murray Wills. We got to check to see. We can roll the 2. 52. 52. Is there a platoon advantage? No, there's not, because Murray Wills will be batting righty. So that will be a hit for Murray Wills into center field. 23, and that will be a single for Murray Wills into center field. Single for Murray Wills into center field. I want to just pull up his numbers here. There's that wind I was talking about. It's blowing really hard here. All right, Jim Gilliam is up. Kenny Holtzman will pitch to Jim Gilliam. Jim Gilliam is 6 for 16 in this series. He has 3 doubles and 1 home run, so he's getting the job done for the Los Angeles Dodgers in this series. Jim Gilliam is up. Kenny Holtzman's pitching to Gilliam. 72. 72 for Gilliam is a fly ball. And high fly balls become hits, but there's no hit, so that's going to be a fly out into center field, F8. Murray Wills has the option to tag up. Murray Wills is up to 86. And the center fielder, Reggie Jackson, is +10, so that becomes 96. We've got to check the chart. Maybe things are turning for Oakland here. Ghost hands on the screen. All right, Willie Davis is up. 2 outs. Willie Davis for the series Willie Davis is 5 for 17 with 1 double and 1 home run. Pitch to Davis. 55. Pitch to Davis is 55. That will be a short fly ball. Hit into center. Short fly ball hit into center field. And he's out for the 3rd out, F7. All right. So we're going to the top of the first inning here. And the score is Los Angeles Dodgers 0, and the Oakland A's 1, with the Oakland A's coming up to plate. Okay, Don Drysdale is going to be facing the Dan Maxville. So Dan Maxville, the second baseman for the Athletics, he's 0 for 6. The windup, and here comes the pitch. 49 for Dan Maxville. That will be a ground out to the third baseman. 5-3, 1 out. Got to check to see if it becomes a fly ball. Okay, it doesn't. 5-3, 1 out. Next up will be Dave Duncan. Dave Duncan in this series is 4 for 13, and he has 1 home run. Here's the pitch. 42. 42 is a high ground ball. Let's see. High ground balls become K. Don Drysdale is 1K. It's not the highest ground ball. So that will be a ground out for the right-hander Duncan, 5-3. Do a quick check, see if it becomes a fly. He's out. Next up will be Matty Alou. Matty Alou is up. Don Drysdale's pitching to 2 outs. Matty Alou is up. 94 will be a hit for Matty Alou into right field. And we also have an error check for the right fielder. So the right fielder is Ron Fairley. Ron Fairley has an error rating of 2. There is no error. So Matty Alou, this will be his 3rd hit. 61 for Matty Alou. That will be a single into right field. Matty Alou is on first base. Ken Holtzman's coming up. All right, Matty Alou is 62 for stealing. Jeff Torberg +5. So he's going to try to get the jump. If he gets the jump, it'll be up to 67, and he'll steal. And he does get the jump. And he's headed to second base. And he is out. Nailed. Not a good day for base runners. So Matty Alou was thrown out by Jeff Torberg. And we're going to the bottom of the 2nd inning with the Oakland A's trying to hold on to a 1-run lead. So up for the Dodgers will be the middle of their order. We're going to have Ron Fairley, John Kennedy, and Wes Parker. Ron Fairley is 3 for 15 with a double and a home run. He hasn't done much. 72 is a fly ball hit into center field. That's going to be 1 out. Let's check to see if it comes up. Oh, ground ball quickly. All right, fly out to center field. 1 out. Next up will be John Kennedy. This is John Kennedy's first game in this series. So, yes, John Kennedy's first game in the series. The thing is, in this game, they have stamina, so you can only use the batters a certain amount of time in a 7-week, a week by just 7-game series. So John Kennedy is up. He is going to get 32. 32 will be a strikeout. Strike 3. John Kennedy is out. Next up will be Wes Parker. Wes Parker in this series for the Dodgers. Days it. Wes Parker in this series for the Dodgers is 4 for 15 with 1 double. Parker's doing halfway decent. 69 is a fly ball, and that will be a probable out. 88. So that will be a fly ball into fly ball in left field. Left fielder is Joe Rudy. Joe Rudy has an error rating of 1. No error. Fly ball left field. Checking to see if it's ground ball. He's up. Fly left field. F7. 6 up, 6 down for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And top of the 3rd, Don Drysdale is going to face Ken Holtzman, and then the top of the order for the A's. And here's the lineup and the pitch. Drysdale's pitching to Holtzman. And it's 0-5. 0-5 is going to be a strikeout for Kenny Holtzman. 1 away here, top of the 3rd. Now coming up will be Campy. Bert Campaneris. Campaneris is 1 for 1 in this series. Scored the Oakland only run. And he stole a base. And here's the pitch to Campy. Pitch to Campy is 0-4. Don Drysdale's -3 walks, but that will be a walk for Campaneris. So Campaneris is again on first base. Campaneris is again going to try to get his jump. 16, Campaneris gets his jump. Toborg's a +5. Up to 87. Wait, no, 79 +5 is 70. He is out! Jeff Toborg throws out Bert Campaneris 2-4. It has not been a good day for base running. We're rolling a lot of 80s. This is not a good day for base running. All right, Joe Rudy's up. Don Drysdale's pitching to Joe Rudy. Joe Rudy was gone base on a fielder's choice when the Los Angeles Dodgers tried to get Campaneris at the home plate. So Joe Rudy in this series is now 3 for 14, 1 home run, 2 walks. Here's the pitch. 19. The 19 will be a ground out for Joe Rudy. And he's going to hit that ball to the shortstop. And he's up 6-3. That is the third out. Just got to check to make sure. Third out, 6-3. No runs for the A's. We're going to the bottom of the third inning. And up for the Oakland Athletics will be Jim LeFave. Jim LeFave. So we're going to have Jim LeFave, Jeff Toborg, and pitcher Don Drysdale. So in this series, Jim LeFave is 5 for 14, a double and a walk. And 96 will be a hit for Jim LeFave. So he'll hit that ball into left field. 39 will be a single into left field for Jim LeFave. So Jim LeFave is on first. He's not going to try to steal. So Jeff Toborg is going to be up. And Jim LeFave running is a 38, so we're not going to do a hit and run. 64 is a fly ball. And that's going to be a fly ball hit in center field by Jeff Toborg. Next up will be Don Drysdale. Don Drysdale is up with 1 out. 0-4 is a high walk. And he walks. So Kenny Holtzman walked Don Drysdale. We have runners at first and second. There's 1 out here. Murray Wills would be the batter. Murray Wills singled in the first inning, but he was caught trying to advance to third base on a fly ball off the center field. 21 is a ground out into a double play. Murray Wills will hit that into the third baseman. That'll be a 5-4 to 3 double play. He is out. So, still no score for the Dodgers. Going to the top of the 4th inning here. Top of the 4th inning. The score. And we're going to have Sal Bando, Reggie Jackson, and Mike Epstein up. Top of the 4th inning. Oakland A's try to stay in this series. They're down 3-1. Sal Bando pitches to John Drysdale. 29 is going to be a ground out for Sal Bando to the first baseman. G3, he gets it on his own, steps on first base, 1 out. Reggie Jackson's up. Reggie Jackson is now 2 for 14 in this series with 2 walks. Reggie Jackson had a key play though in the game when he threw out in the first inning Murray Wills going to third base on a fly ball. 83 is a hit for Reggie Jackson into right field. That will be a single for Reggie Jackson into right field. So Jackson will be on first. Toborg's a +5. Jackson will steal. Jackson's going to actually try and get the jump. Crazy as it may seem. 45, he doesn't do it. All right, so Jackson will be on first. We'll have 2 outs, and we'll have Mike Epstein up at the plate. So Mike Epstein in this series is now 3 for 5. He's hitting 600. 69 will be a fly ball for Mike Epstein. 77. 77. Let's check the X check. Go back, and Epstein's gonna have Rich Jackson on scoring position at second base. 09. 09 is a high walk, and that will be a walk. So we'll have runners at first and second here. Runners at first and second. Dan Maxwell is up with 2 outs. So Jackson's on second. Jackson's running rating is a 54 out of 100. Not great. Maxwell in this series is 0 for 7. Here we go. 06. 06 is a walk. So that's yet another walk, and the bases are now loaded. And I stand corrected. There's only 1 out. There's only 1 out. All right. So now we got Dave Duncan. I didn't realize there's only 1 out. All right, Dave Duncan's up. All right, Dave Duncan's 4 for 14 in this series with a home run. Not doing too bad. Bases loaded. Here's a chance. 39. 39 is a ground ball possibility. And do we have a platoon advantage? All right, so there's no platoon situation, so the ground ball is hit to the shortstop. So now the out's going to be, so if Rich Jackson goes home, all right, so it's going to be a non-force. So if they did go for Jackson at the home plate and they didn't get him, they wouldn't have gotten the sure out. So Matty Alou's up. Matty Alou is 3 for 13. 26 for Alou. That will be a ground out to the shortstop. 6-3. That's the third out. But Oakland gets 1 more run here, and Oakland is holding on to a 2-0 lead now. Going to the bottom of the 4th. Oakland needs this game to stay alive, and Los Angeles would love to close this game out because it's going to Oakland next. So let's see if LA can get some runs and close this game out in Los Angeles. Gilliam's going to be up. So Gilliam's 6 for 17 now. Still doing pretty good. 69 for Jim Gilliam. That's a fly ball. And it will be a fly ball into center field. 1 out. F8. Check. F8. All right, Willie Davis is up. Willie Davis is up. 1 out. Dodgers down by 2. Dodgers want to put this game away. Ken Holtzman's pitching, having a great series pitching-wise. 97. Willie Davis will hit that ball into left field. And we got 66. That'll be a long single in left field for Willie Davis. So Willie Davis is on first base. Willie Davis, 56 to 74, and he steals. He's going to try to get his jump. And he does. He's going to try to steal up to 74. And he is safe. So Willie Davis steals second base. So now we have a runner in scoring position. 1 out. Ron Fairley, John Kennedy, and Wes Parker are due up with 1 out. Runner on second base. And Kenny Holtzman's pitching Ron Fairley. 48 for Fairley. 48 for Fairley is ground ball that will advance the runners. Fairley will hit that into second base. 4-3. Davis goes to third on the out. Next up will be John Kennedy, and his only appearance in this series was the first inning. In the second inning, he struck out. Kennedy's up. 21 for Kennedy, strike 3. He struck out 2 times. So the Oakland A's, so we're going to go to the top of the 5th inning with the Oakland A's coming up. They have a 2-0 lead. They're trying to bring this series back to Oakland. So up for the A's will be Kenny Holtzman. Then you'll have Campaneris and Joe Rudy. Holtzman's 0 for 1 with the strikeout in the 3rd inning. 95 could be a hit for Kenny Holtzman. There is a righty-righty advantage. All right. And it will be a hit for Kenny Holtzman. 26, Kenny Holtzman. Kenny Holtzman singles. Kenny Holtzman will be on first base. Bert Campaneris will be up. Bert Campaneris in the series is 3 for 15. It's only 200, but he does have 3 walks, so he's 5 for 18. In this game, Campaneris was singled in the first, stole second, scored a run. In the 3rd inning, he walked and was thrown out. Drysdale's pitching to Campy. 70 is going to be a fly out for Campaneris. He's going to hit that ball into right field. Ken Holtzman will not be running. Joe Rudy will be up with 1 out. Don Drysdale's going to pitch to Joe Rudy. Here's the windup and the pitch to Rudy. Rudy is now 3 for 15. 64 for Joe Rudy. That's going to be a fly ball in the left field. 2 outs. Next up will be Sal Bando. Ken Holtzman on first base, 2 outs. Sal Bando up. Sal Bando's 3 for 15. Sal Bando. Just gonna make a check. Yep, Sal Bando is 3 for. It's actually 3 for 16 with 1 walk. 70. I got 7, 0. Plus we got a 2. So 70 for Sal Bando, that's going to be a fly out. Is there a platoon advantage? No. So that's going to be a fly out for Sal Bando into center field. And that will be the 3rd out. So, pitcher got a single, got on first base, but then 3 flyouts later, and nothing came of it. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning here. We're going to see if the Los Angeles Dodgers can come from behind against the Oakland Athletics. Ken Holtzman is still pitching a fantastic series. He won the 2nd game for the A's. He's ahead here, 2-0. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning here. We have Wes Parker. Wes Parker in this series is now 4 for 16. He's hitting 250. 63 will be a line out for Wes Parker to the shortstop. We got L6, 1 out. Next up will be Jim LaFave. Jim LaFave singled in the 3rd inning. For the series, Jim LaFave is 6 for 15. So he's hitting 400 for the series. He's doing his part. Here's a pitch. Doesn't do it here though. 65 is a low fly ball. And that will be a fly out into left field. 2 outs. Do have to check if it's ground ball on Holtzman. It's not ground ball. All right, we got 2 outs. Jeff Torborg is going to be up. Torborg's up. And here's a windup. Ken Holtzman pitching to Jeff Torborg. So Torborg in this series is 0 for 4. And he flied out in this game in the 3rd inning. 70 for Torborg. That will be a fly out into center field. So that will be line out, fly out, and fly out. Oh, wait, that's actually going to be a ground out to the shortstop. 6-3. 6-3 is out. So we're going to go to the top of the 6th inning here. The score is now top of the 6th inning. The score is 2-0, Oakland A's. As the Oakland A's try to tie this series and bring it back to Oakland. Don Drysdale will be pitching to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson is now 3 for 15 in this series. He's got a batting average up to 200. No extra base hits though. 62. He hits a solid line drive to the first baseman for the first out. Mike Epstein is going to be up. Mike Epstein in the series is 3 for. Mike Epstein in the series is 3 for 5. He's seeing 600. He has 1 walk. Here's the pitch. 39 for Epstein. That will be a high ground ball. So that will be a ground out. G3, ground out to first baseman. Next up will be Dal Maxwell. Dal Maxwell got his first hit the last time he was up. So Don Drysdale's pitching to Dal Maxwell. Maxwell in the series is 1 for 8. 37 for Dal Maxwell is a low G. And he will be out. And the out will be 6-3. That's it. So, good game here. The Oakland A's are trying to stay alive. Trying to bring the series back to Oakland. They're behind 3-1. Ken Holtzman's pitching well. So we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll have Drysdale, Murray Wills, and Jim Gilliam will be up. Holtzman's pitching Drysdale. 60 is going to be popped up to the second baseman. Is there a platoon advantage? There's a possible platoon advantage. Popped up to the second baseman. And he is out, P4. Nice try for Drysdale. Next up will be Murray Wills. Murray Wills in the series is 5 for 16, and he's 1 for 2 of stolen bases, 2 walks, and a double. He's 5 for 16. He's got his good trying to get on base here with 1 out. 0-6 and 0-6 could be a hit batsman, and that is Murray Wills is hit. Ouch. So Murray Wills is hit. He's on first base, 1 out. He's going to try and get the jump and try and steal. Of course, he has a jump. So now 75. It's going to be up to 75, and he steals second base. 21. He steals second base. All right. So Wills is at second. Only 1 out. Jim Gilliam is up. Jim Gilliam's been the hitter in this series, even though in this game. So Jim Gilliam in the series is 6 for 18. He has 3 doubles and 1 home run. So he's hasn't done this game, but the rest of the series he's been hefting lumber. 49, but right here, Jim Gilliam is going to line out to the second baseman. There's 2 gone. 2 gone. Willie Davis is up. Murray Wills is on second base. He'll be running with the pitch. 26 will be a ground ball hit to the second baseman. 4-3. 26. And I got to do a quick check. And it is 6-4-3. It's 4-3. So 3 up. Well, 4 up, 3 down. That makes sense, I guess. And now we're going to go to the 7th inning here, where the Oakland A's are fighting to stay alive, fighting to bring the series back to Oakland. Don Drysdale's pitching to Dave Duncan. So up we'll have Duncan, Alou, and Holtzman. Dave Duncan in this series is 4 to 15. He's not doing too bad, I would say. 85 will be a hit, will be a hit for Duncan. But we have possible range check. So that ball will be hit in center field. 5. So the range check will be on the second baseman. The second baseman is Jim Lefebvre. Up to 5 and he's out. He does not do it. So Dave Duncan, 89. Dave Duncan hits the ball deep. He's a right-hander, will be plus 10. So take this row, add 10 to it. And 16, and he flies out to left field. Dave, this park, Dodger Stadium, has, I think, stolen at least 3 hits or home runs. This has been a very difficult park for hitters to hit in. Parks have not been favorable to the hitters here. All right, so Dave Duncan's out. Matty Alou is up. Matty Alou in this series is 3 for 14. She's starting to get on track a little bit. 93 is a probable hit. And 2. And do we have a pitcher of Banderbach? No, it's a hit for Don Drysdale into right field. I mean for Matty Alou. 63, and Matty Alou will single. So the bat of Matty Alou is coming alive here. Now 15 to 62, he steals second base. He's going to try. And you can't get the jump. So that's going to leave the pitcher, Ken Holtzman. Ken Holtzman's throwing a shutout here, so we ain't going to bring him out. And we're just going to let him hit away. So we want to go to the bunt chart. We're going to the second base. So would be the second base on the right hand side. So it's going to be sacrifice G3. And that is going to move Matty Alou to second base. Matty Alou is at second base. 2 outs. Bert Campaneris up. The lineup and the pitch to Camp. 100 will be a hit for Campaneris into the left field area. 25 will be a single for Bert Campaneris. So Bert Campaneris singles. Matty Alou will probably go home. The left fielder, Gilliam, does not have a throwing arm. Three to nothing in favor of the A's. All right, so Campaneris is going to try to get his jump. He's going to try to steal. Campaneris is now 2 for 3 in this game with the walk, 1 for 1 for the steal. 60, he gets his jump up to 84, and he gets a steal. And he barely makes it, but he does steal second base. So Campaneris is in scoring position. 1 out, 2 outs. Joe Rudy is up. Joe Rudy's 0 for 3 in this game. He's 3 for 16 in the series. And we rolled a 42. 42 is going to be a possible ground ball. So Joe Rudy hit that ball to the third baseman. It's going to be out 5 to 3. The Oakland got 1. So we're at the 7th inning stretch here. The Oakland A's are trying to stay alive. They have a 3-0 lead. Kenny Holtzman's pitching a great game. And that's 7th inning stretch. That's time for me to take a drink of water. There goes a drink of water. All right. Ron Fairley's up. Ron Fairley's 0 for 2. Kenny Holtzman's rolling strong. 38. 38 will be a ground ball to the second baseman. 4-3. 1 out. Next up will be John Kennedy. John Kennedy's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. The windup and the pitch. 91 should be a hit for Kennedy. So 91's a hit for Kennedy, but we do have a range check. And the range check will be for the center fielder. Now, Reggie Jackson's 3. So 1, 2, or 3, and Reggie Jackson can steal this. And, of course, he doesn't do it. So, John Kennedy, 75. 75 will be a single for John Kennedy. So Kennedy goes 1 for 3. Reggie Jackson just couldn't steal that. And now up will be Wes Parker, 1 out. John Kennedy's at first base. John Kennedy is not going to try to steal. And Wes Parker's going to be up. Holtzman pitching Parker. 79. 79 is a long fly ball into center field. It's going to be so long into center field that John Kennedy's going to go to second base. 2 outs now. Runner on second for Jim Lefebvre. The windup and the pitch. 16, strike 3. Lefebvre is out. Going into the 8th inning here. Going into the 8th inning, the Oakland is holding on to a 3-0 lead, mainly thanks to Ken Holtzman. So now we have Sal Bando will be up. Top of the 8th, we got Sal Bando, Reggie Jackson, and Mike Epstein. And we got 57. 57 will be a line out for Sal Bando to the third baseman. L5, 1 out. Reggie Jackson's up, cleanup hitter. Reggie Jackson in this game is 1 for 3 with a walk. He scored and then went to second on a wild pitch and scored on a single. Actually scored on a fielder's choice. Reggie Jackson's going to be up. 52. 52 will be a high ground ball. And that will be a strikeout. High ground ball strikeout. So Reggie Jackson strikes out. Don Drysdale can still bring it, even though he's behind by 3. Mike Epstein is up. Epstein in this series is 3 for 6 with the walk. He's been getting on base. 91, and that is another hit for Mike Epstein. Epstein's going to hit that in left field. 49, that will be a single into left field for Mike Epstein. Epstein will be on first base. And Dal Maxfield is going to be up. So Dal Maxfield's up. Mike Epstein's on first base. He's not a great runner. Dal Maxfield's 0 for 8 with 1 walk. 84 will be a hit for Maxville. He'll hit that ball into center field. 54, that will be a single into center field. The center fielder is going to be -5. Base runner is going to be Epstein, 41, so we start at 36. So, Don Drysdale will pitch to Dave Duncan. Here's the windup for Drysdale to Dave Duncan. 81 is a low hit, but that will be stolen by Don Drysdale. So Don Drysdale's card in this, I believe, has gained a strikeout and stolen a hit. That will be a fly ball into left field, F7. So Don Drysdale had some clutch pitching here in the 8th inning to keep it a 3-run game. We're going to go at the bottom of the 8th here. And we're going to have Ken Holtzman rolling right along, pitching to Jeff Tolborg. .22 for Tolborg, and that will be a ground out to the third baseman. 5-3. Don Drysdale is due up. He's going to hit away. Yeah, Don Drysdale is actually a decent hitter. Don Drysdale is one of the better hitters in baseball. Wind up, Holtzman pitching to Drysdale. 0-7 will be a low K. That was a 7. So 0-7 will be one of the 2 low Ks, because it was 7, I hit the card. Or, yeah, it was 0-7. So low K becomes ground ball, so that's actually going to become a ground out. So that's going to be a ground out for Don Drysdale. 5-3. He's out. 2 outs. And Murray Wilds is going to be up. Murray Wilds is up. The windup by Holtzman, the pitch to Wilds. 53. 53 is a pop-out by Murray Wilds to the second baseman. P4. We're going to go with the 9th inning here. Ken Holtzman's pitching a shutout. The A's are up 3-0. So if the A's can hold on here, we're going to have the last 2 games of the series in Oakland. But Oakland's going to come in 1 game down. Don Drysdale had a really good inning last game. He's going to pitch to Alou, Holtzman, and Campaneris. 32. 32 will be a ground out. No error check. So that will be a ground out for Matty Alou. Matty Alou hits to the second baseman, throws it to the first baseman. He's out. Next up will be Kenny Holtzman. Kenny Holtzman's up. Don Drysdale pitching to Kenny Holtzman. 18, strike 3. Holtzman's gone. Next up, Bert Campaneris. Campaneris is 2 for 3 with a walk. He is 2 for 2 with stolen bases. And 50 for Campaneris is going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Ground out to the third baseman. We have Raleigh Fingers warming up in the Oakland bullpen. The same Master Fingers himself. Gilliam's going to be up. Gilliam's up to this point has been pretty good. The first 3 games, Jim Gilliam was 6 for 16, 3 doubles and 1 home run. He was bringing the bat. This game, he's 0 for 3. Holtzman was able to shut him down. Here's the pitch to Gilliam. 49. 49 is a line out hit to the shortstop. 1 out. Holtzman's rolling. Willie Davis is going to be up. Willie Davis is 1 for 3 in this series. And he's 1 for 3 in this game. In the series, Willie Davis is 6 for 20. We're seeing 300. Here's the pitch from Holtzman. 56. And 56 will be a short fly out to right field. 2 outs. Oakland's 1 out away from sending this series back back to the Oakland Alameda County Stadium. And the pitch to Willie Davis. The pitch will go to Ron Fairley. Ron Fairley will be up. Now Ron Fairley in this series is 3 for 18. 1 double, 2 walks. And that's it. 57. 57 will be a liner hard to the shortstop. And is there a platoon of edge? Nope, L6, and that's the game. So Ken Holtzman with the second win of the series. Ken Holtzman seems to be the antidote for whatever Sandy Koufax is bringing here. And the series is going back to Oakland. Dodgers are up 3-2, but the series is going to be in Oakland now. Next up, pitching for the Dodgers will be Claude Osteen, and pitching for the A's will be Vida Blue. Now, if there is a 7th game, it's going to be Sandy Koufax, who is 2-0 in this series, and having another shot at Koufax will be Catfish Hunter, so that could be interesting. So, Ken Holtzman got the win. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Ken Holtzman pitched a 4-hitter. And Don Drysdale didn't do too bad. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He allowed 8 hits on 3 runs on 8 hits. So that's all here from Los Angeles County Stadium. The final score here in Game 5 is Oakland 3, Dodgers nothing. Los Angeles Dodgers still have a 3-2 lead, but we're going into Oakland for the final 2 games. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.